Good afternoon, folks. It is the afternoon of the 24th. I was listening to Dr. Gad Saad the other day, who produced a wonderful video on the impossibility of changing people's minds. It doesn't matter how much evidence you can offer the ideologically possessed. They will simply double down on their belief system and reject any information that contradicts the foundation of their ideology, which is why I insist that there is no such thing as an irreligious person. People that believe so adamantly about something have a belief system that defies logic and reason. And they use magical thinking, which allows them to believe in a delusion. There's obviously a evolutionary biological reason for such thinking, but in this particular day and age, it's doing great harm to society because we've lost the grip on understanding what is true versus what is untrue. And in my opinion, since philosophy is the pursuit of truth, and philosophy exists perhaps downstream of true religion, I would say the entire purpose of religion is to pursue truth. And any belief system that results in one believing ridiculous things that are easily disprovable, is unhealthy. T.J. Morrison wrote the other day, my friend whom I met through his Aunt Sarah, he stated that politics exists downstream of belief systems, and that's a given. What we are witnessing today is the utter decay of the moral, philosophical, and spiritual basis for a sound philosophy that could guide our politics. At least 1/3 of this nation has become ideologically possessed by pathological beliefs as a direct result of postmodernism and critical theory being foisted on a nation at the taxpayer's expense. This is done by neo-Marxist teachers and professors in our schools and universities. We are paying for the indoctrination of the nation with beliefs that are absolutely pathological and that will destroy society if allowed. There is no place where one can hide, since it is endemic to the entire Western world. Cultural Marxist critical theory and postmodernism infects every university and institution in the Western world. Type critical theory and the name of any university you can think of into a search engine to see that my assertions are true. Once again, I do not ask you to believe me. What I will ask you to do is look outside your own belief system to discover the truth, because the truth will set you free. Only the truth can liberate. I had a friend mentioning that she didn't believe that things were as bad as I state they are, and that there's reason to hope. But this is what I asked her to do, just what I asked you to do just now. To type critical theory into a search engine along with the name of any institution you can think of. because she appeared to be unwilling to do it herself, I did it for her. And this is what came up. Critical Theory, Department of Classics at Harvard. Campus Express, Yale, Critical Theory. Critical Theory, the Department of English at Columbia. And how critical theory helped build the forerunner, through Marcuse, the famous critical theorist, helped build the American CIA. This is why critical theory has injected itself into almost every aspect of the U.S. State Department, of every university, and certainly of our government here in Canada. All you hear are ideologies based on some aspect of postmodern deconstruction or critical theory. Obviously, I find this extremely disturbing because in high school I was forced to read all those books on dystopia, and now we see it happening right before our eyes, that a full 1/3 of this nation just put Trudeau back into office in spite of all the corruption and malfeasance of his terms in office, and in spite of all his faux apologizing for things that he refuses to address. I would hope that you would engage me in a conversation. I want to speak to you about these things. Please leave remarks on this video, and I want to have a debate. Leave all the emotion aside, and let's use reason, ethics, epistemology, and cold facts to look at what's happening. Joshua Phillips from Epoch Times, which is one of the only newspapers that has the temerity to speak about what's happened, just released a video today about the funding of gain-of-function research in Wuhan, that there's more and more evidence emerging that the U.S. State Department actually did these things. And as disturbing as that is, one would need to ask, why is the West cooperating with one of the most brutal, totalitarian, and murderous regimes on the face of the planet? Only critical theorists could sympathize with a political entity like the CCP that brutalizes and murders its own citizens, that uses Uyghurs as organ harvesting platforms, that persecutes the Falun Gong and throws them into gulags for re-education, and persecutes the house churches mercilessly. There is no group of people more oppressed by the CCP than the Chinese themselves. So please, let's have a discussion. I don't care about your silly laughing faces, your idiotic memes, your platitudes. They are of no value in constructing a functional, reasonable society based on peace, order, and good government. Okay, folks, have a great day. I'm going away for the weekend. Get away to the trailer and get away from all this nutty stuff. You take good care. God bless.